What's going on, guys? This is LMB Racing's first video, and gonna get this started off with a little bit of work that we got going on before we start really tackling into that. That's gonna be fun. Getting ready to do a motor teardown on that. Gonna regap the rings to a little bit better, more optimal setting for boost. As we know, the stock Gen 1s do not take very well to anything over about 750. So we're gonna try a little bit of farm boy stuff, see if this works out. But today on the agenda is we are going to be doing a Frankenstein build, which is, for those who don't know, Coyotes come in generations of engines. So you have the 11 to 14, which is your generation 1. Then you have your 11 or your 15 to 17, which is your generation 2 of Coyotes. And then you have your 18 and up to current year. And that's gonna be your Gen 3 Coyotes. There's been slight variations and changes in the years, but to the basic core, they're about the same. The big difference being the Gen 1s have smaller rods. Hence the reason they don't do very well with a lot of boost. Rods tend to pack their bags and head south, if you know what I mean. Gen 2s have always kind of been the boost motor for Coyotes. And now with the discontinuation of the Gen 2s, now we are into the Gen 3s, which is over here. I will show you guys. That is this motor right here. We've got a customer in who sadly blew up his Gen 1. Not the prettiest sight. We can show you on this one. So that's what you're looking like when you no lift shift at about 8,000 RPMs. That's about what you get. Had a valve just straight up drop out of the freaking head. Bad day for him. But luckily the Gen 3 bottom ends are pretty cheap right now. And so we're swapping all that stuff over for him to get his car going and rocking again. So for those who don't know, back to the explanation of the Frankenstein build, what you do is you take a Gen 3 bottom end, and then you take Gen 2 heads, and typically you use whatever timing components come from your car. So the one, or whatever it is, or the one in our case, is the generation 1 timing components. So that's gonna be your 11 to 14 Gen 1 cars that have that timing component. So, chains, cams, the whole nine. So he's gonna have a Gen 3 bottom end. He's got Gen 2 heads, and then he's gonna have, over here are his Gen 1 cams. So we are in the process of swapping everything over right now. So with that, you have to, oil pump is gonna come off, and we're gonna put it on this one over here, because that down here where the pickup tube comes out is a little bit different on the Gen 3s. So we will also be swapping oil pan and all that jazz. Same thing with your, I don't know what they call this, the crank cover where the reluctor wheel goes. We're swapping that over right now as well. And then we are going to flip this bad guy back over, and we are going to start the build-up process and timing of our Frankenstein build. It's a really awesome setup, budget build kind of deal. Phenomenal for NA, because you get the awesome Gen 3 bottom end, which, as we all know, makes a little bit more power NA, higher compression, all that jazz. The Gen 2 heads, which flow a little bit more air, and you plug and play for your PCM of your car with your timing components. So it all kind of works out for a nice budget build instead of having to go to the machine shop and spend, anywhere from $5 to $7 grand to get your stuff done. So we're gonna get cracking at that. I will try to film as best I can. No promises on that. I'm pretty new to this still, so bear with me as we kind of navigate this and kind of figure this stuff out. First couple videos probably be a little shaky until I kind of get my feet underneath me and all that jazz, but stay tuned. I'll keep you informed as much as I can, and we're gonna get cracking on this thing. So let's get it going. All right. So here we go. We're gonna start with taking this oil pan off. I don't really feel like fighting the pickup tube. There's 2 bolts that go in. This one in the back is notorious for sucking. So why deal with it? We got the motor out. Let's just go ahead and pull the pan, drop the pan out of the way, get that pickup tube out, and we'll start disassembling the oil pump. Here we go. Been a little bit of time. I am sorry. We did end up getting the right head done. We got the oil pump gears all swapped over. We also got the cover taken care of on there. And I am getting ready to remove the Gen 2 cams, drop our head studs in, torque them, and then reassemble Gen 1 timing stuff. And then we will get down to the nitty gritty of getting all of the tensioners and everything going on. So I'm gonna set the camera up, let you guys kind of watch as we go along. Probably won't do a whole lot of talking, but I will do my best to try and show this as it unfolds this time instead of just showing you the complete product. Sorry guys, like I said, first time, gonna be a little shaky, so we'll get it figured out, right? We are going to now torque the heads. For those of you wondering, this is the 90, the first 90. So you go all the way to 90. And then we're gonna do it again. So it's 180 degrees total. In the correct sequence that Ford recommends. Whew. This is the fun one. Alright guys, I finally finished the cam and head install on this Frankenstein motor. I'm terrible at showing you guys, I know. I need to get somebody to film probably, or get a stand or something, but this is the finished product. We are basically down to tensioners, timing chains, set it in time, and then it's just accessories after that. As you can see, that was fun, doing our solenoid, our phasers and all that jazz. Awesome help from my buddy Tyler and Chance. Big shout out to those guys for coming and helping me, and really just kind of keep me on track and showing me the ropes. Sometimes it's not about what you know, it's who you know, and having an awesome team behind you really helps when you're building these kind of cars. So other than that, I'm just a small town kid, you know, building his dream one wrench at a time, and we'll see you on the next one, all right?